Hey, what's up my friends? ¿Qué tal todos mis amigos? I hope you all doing great. Espero que todos estén muy bien. Today we're going to talk about
procrastination. Why do you leave me alone?
David here with Think Positive, Be Positive, and Smile. Are you immune to procrastination? Well, let me tell you. Because procrastination,
Holds our hands on daily basis.
unfortunately, we cannot leave procrastination on the side. So before I begin, this channel is for you to stay motivated, inspired, and above all, to remain positive through the ups and downs of life. If you are new here, consider subscribing below. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how to get ahead of procrastination and how to complete your work through strategies. So stay tuned. Let's jump into
Procrastination.
So do you remember the time when your mom or your cousin or your friend, your teacher say, you're procrastinating, and you're like, huh? Huh? What? ¿Qué? Huh? ¿Qué? What do you mean you're procrastinating? What do you mean I am procrastinating? How am I procrastinating? You are saying that I am procrastinating? Yes, you are procrastinating.
How am I procrastinating?
Have you finished your homework? Let's do it tomorrow. But that's easy. Do you finish? Mom, come on. Like, really? Are you gonna ask me that? Don't I ever finish my homework? How am I procrastinating? So let's define procrastination. Procrastination is the action of ruining your life. No, it's the action to avoid to do something. To resist to do that thing. To avoid it as much as you can and push it there. It could be your homework, an exam, your thesis, a project for work, a meeting that you have to set it up for this week but you're pushing it and you don't want to think about it, and as a result you will find any excuse to avoid to do that. Any excuse. It could be like cleaning, it could be like dancing, and if your friend calls you like, hey, let's go out tonight, and you're like, hell yeah, we're gonna go to a night, despite the fact that you have an assignment due next day, and you're gonna go out. Are you gonna go out? Because that's what it means. Procrastinating means avoiding something that you're supposed to do. You will always say, I don't want to do it, I don't care, I hate doing it, it's easy, I will do it later, come on. But we do all this because we want to avoid it. We don't want to do it. Despite the fact that we know it's important, we will find an excuse in order for us not to do it and not to get on it. And sometimes the main reason why we don't want to do it is because we are afraid of the result. For example, I have tried to avoid anything that's big, right? The major example that I have for this will be my thesis. It consisted of two pieces, a literature review and a research paper. On those two pieces, I felt that I didn't know where to start, and I keep leaving it on the side. I keep saying I will get onto it tomorrow, I will do it tomorrow, and when I had the meeting with my advisor, I was rushing through the last minute. But first, step number one is break the big projects into small pieces and start little by little. Once you feel motivated yourself, you will keep going. Tip number two, create small deadlines. Once you have divided a big project into small pieces, create deadlines. Let's say I have this project, I know that this project is a full year, my thesis, it was a full year project, so I know that during my first month, I will do my reading. During my second month, I will keep doing reading. Third month, I will start kind of like putting things into the paper and start laying the process of what are the things that I read that I feel like it should be on my paper, or the things that make me question a lot of my topic and wanted to research more about, and I felt like I should expand some of those things that were researched before. So first, break the big project into pieces. Tip number two will be create deadlines. Tip number three, once you have created deadlines, find your place. Find a spot that you feel that you're gonna feel motivated to read. For instance, for me, working in my room doesn't work sometimes. But if I know I have distraction in my house, that's for sure it's not gonna work. Unless I know that I have to get work done, I will get work done in my room. However, one of my favorite places to always go is the library because I feel like I can see other people working and I feel so motivated to keep going and I never stop and I will just keep going. So find your own place. Find a place where it will motivate you to keep going and not stop. But also, remember, don't burn yourself. Set up those, remember, go back to tip number 2, going back to those deadlines. Get things work done throughout this deadline. And if you didn't finish one day, make sure you mark it and say, I did not finish this. So, like we said, tip number 3, find a space that you feel motivated and it will push you to keep working. But also remember, don't burn yourself. Set up those deadlines and go along with those deadlines that you have set up with the space that will push you to finish with that work that you have assigned for those dates. So tip number 4, reward yourself. Remember that you don't have to work so crazy, but also reward yourself. But reward yourself only if you have achieved the goal that you set up on that agenda, the goal that you set up for that day and the expectations that you have for that day. Only then reward yourself. Because if you are rewarding yourself without finishing, you're cheating yourself and you are just procrastinating and putting more onto your shoulder and more stress onto your shoulder, and you're gonna be procrastinating rather than getting the work done little by little. Tip number 5. Something that has worked so well for me has been setting up my mood, setting up the environment. So I know I have a place, I can be in the library, but like honestly, if I'm not listening to music, I don't get any work done, regardless of what I can do. So setting up your mood, I mean like put the music that will get you going. Like for instance, if I have to write an essay and I know that I have to be in my feelings, I will put piano, I will put something that will put me in that mood to write and to type and express myself, my feelings. However, if I have to write something that is like a project and I have to get it done and I have to go to readings, I'll be something, I like to listen a lot to like techno, reggaeton, or something bachata, and like, just kidding. But like honestly, setting up the mood will actually help you achieve your goals. Because not only help you to get your work done, but it also help you to stay motivated and to be happy. Because you need to remember, again, like we said before, we need to remain ourselves happy and positive. So ask yourself, what gets you to work? What gets you out of your lazy mood in order to do that work, right? If one of those things is listening to music, do it, go ahead. Like that helps me a lot. Tip number 6. Quite often, we always get in the trap that we're like, oh, we're in the computer, we're like, and we go to the next tab and we're like Facebook. Or we go on our phone and we start searching Instagram. And that's quite often we start procrastinating and start forgetting that we have a deadline to meet or a deadline to make with ourselves. So there are plenty of applications that will help you remain away from social media. And some of those are Fortis, Be Focus Timer, Freedom. So if you know any of these applications and they can help you, go ahead and download it. Go ahead and get it. You know, if it will help you avoid any of those moments where you feel like, oh, click next tab, Facebook, next tab, Instagram, or next tab, or anything that you have on your phone, put a timer. This will help yourself to get things done. Trust me. Tip number 7, meditate. I think for me, when I have too much in my head and I start thinking I have to do this and that, an exam here and a project here, if it's for work, I have to submit this, I have to submit that, and this date and this other date, and I have too many things in my head and I don't know where to start. Meditate. You know, you need to let things go. And then it's really easy to meditate for like 10 minutes. Just close your eyes and
meditate. Get yourself together. Inhale and exhale. It's one of the most easiest therapy.
Meditation is really good for letting things go off your mind. And lastly, we all need help on how to deal with procrastination because we all do it. Older, younger, every age, procrastination will always be there. The question is like, how do we deal with procrastination? What are the steps that we are taking in order to avoid procrastination? Because the major issue about procrastination is that we find excuses and we will find anything to avoid to do what we're supposed to do. But this is where you come in. This is where you can use your own tips and your own strategies, because there is no one better than yourself that knows exactly how to get yourself out of your lazy mood, out of the period of time where you feel you don't want to do it, but you're supposed to do it. You are the only one that can do it. And if these are some of the tips that can help you, I hope they help you a lot, and I hope you can use them as they help me. So with that being said, I would like to ask you the question of the day. What are some of your tips to stop procrastinating? Remember, procrastination will always be there, but you are the only one that can beat procrastination. If you are new here, consider subscribing to this channel and share with people that will benefit from this. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Definitely subscribe for more videos like this one. Also, if you have not checked the other videos, please go and check them out. Until next week, remember, stay positive, remain positive, and be happy and smile.